SVOR, we are here for round 21 at Yas Marina for the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix. In the commentary box, you have myself, SV Gorilla, and first time in SVOR, I think,
Yep.
Bonge. Good evening.
Hello.
So it is the finale. You were supposed to race, but because you've cut your finger open like an absolute
Yes.
sausage, um, you obviously can't race because too much pain. So you're going to help me tonight, which is lovely because no offense to Jack and Despairs has left the session already. You know what to do. Just give the noob a bit of an invite. Got some new people here tonight. We've got Paper Stream in the Toro Rosso, and we've got Gangster Owl, who I've previously raced with before in that AOR league that no one cares about. Um, hashtag blessed. And got a battle for second place tonight. We've got Bradford coming out. I believe we're going to be seeing some donuts very, very soon. Yep. Lovely. Is anyone else going to join in donuts? Before he takes himself out of qualifying. He's going to get himself disqualified, isn't
That'd be funny as hell if he did. Oh, have we got Daleks as well?
he? Oh,
No,
I'm not sure whether he was out on track or not.
he was.
Oh, that's a time penalty already.
Nice.
It's the last race. It doesn't really make a difference. I mean, it'll probably make a difference at the end, but to do is retired.
Oh, for God. He's at it again.
Brad is still doing donuts. I've got 3 viewers so far. I'll get the chat up so I can keep an eye on everything. Is he just going to keep doing so? Well, I don't really have a problem with it. I'd rather get this over and done with, but clearly it's uncertain invite to game. Oh, okay, I need to invite the spitters.
I can invite him. I tried, but it wouldn't let me. Oh, that's an amazing thing. I need to watch that
Can you
later.
invite him still through... Oh, you can't. I'm just going to message Brad to invite. Fucking thingy. He's still doing donuts, isn't he?
No, I think he's spun, but then kind of just changed into a donut.
Oh, and he's doing it.
Hey, there we go.
Oh, that's over.
Just need to get the spares back in.
I did message Brad to get him back in, whether he will. We cannot restart, it's as simple as that. We're already like 20 minutes behind schedule already. Just waiting for Jota to actually retire. Sorry about that, my controller died.
Nice.
What you always want to see. Not really sure why I think Jot is kind of waiting for the spares to get back in. I don't know if... Um, um, I know there might be a way of getting him in. I might have to invite him to the party and do it that way. I just told him to join our party, see if that way we can get it done that way. It says that I can't invite people to the game because I believe we're both in this session, I believe. Oh, there we go, he's done. He's in now, I think. We'll find out if he retires. 10 minutes to go with Q1 and no set. One set a time yet. Everyone's out of qualifying, that's all good. 7 people currently watching for the finale. We've got Daleks, myself, Kizbo, and Callum Rochester. I believe that's Foxy Cash, I think. He's retired yet. Oh, there we go.
Oh, there we go.
Apparently
Oh,
Despairs set
Despairs
up
has
a
apparently done a lap time of 1 minute 42.4.
great lap. Let's get the chat up, just in case anyone actually talks. It says we have 5 viewers, 7 viewers, but there's only 4. Great. Twitch is being amazing as per usual. Oh, and he's left again. This is always going to be fun. It'd probably help if he appears online. That's why I don't think anyone can invite him. There we go. Time for qualifying now. I believe, yep. Got a Ferrari. We haven't got a Mercedes. And I have no game sound. Sweet. That's always good.
That's a great sound.
I don't know, I
The
can't
cars when
hear
they come out
nothing.
of the pit
Oh,
lane.
Lucas Day just lost it coming out of the pit lane. I mean, I would be able to hear it if I had some game volume.
That's amazing.
It should
The
get
spares has joined back.
should get itself.
Paper Stream, I think, has crashed in the pit lane, and Tony's been disqualified because he was stuck behind Paper Stream.
Oh, that's awkward. Um,
Because he had to
so
slow right down in order for Paper Stream to not hit Paper Stream and actually get out of the pit lane. And he's slowed to the point where he's been disqualified for blocking the pit lane.
we've already got one
Who will be the
casualty.
first on the?
Elias.
I think it will be Elias. Yeah.
Yeah, he's got Lucas Aid right behind him. So Lucas Aid will probably want to start backing off a little bit fairly soon. Sorry for the no sound, guys. Codemasters still can't work their game properly. So you will have to just live without until hopefully Q3, where we should have sound back again. And this is just my... No, it's not just my headset, because there's no sound going through the TV either. But Elias coming around the final corner now to start his first...
Oh, very sideways.
Yeah, very drifting around the last corner. Coming into turn one now. He's got the spares now coming out just under him. So he is back into the lobby. Oh, these cars going through like the first couple of corners is so nice because you don't have to brake so much. In F2 cars, they're absolutely horrible. Coming into the hairpin now, we got a yellow flag. I'm assuming just cars getting out of the way of faster cars around them. And coming down the first long straight of the track. Pardon me. I don't really care. I don't know what turn this is. I need to get the track map out. Oh, we got...
The Jensen Button chicane.
Oh,
That's just how I'm
Tony
gonna know it
has
as.
just put into the chat. Effing game, got disqualified for blocking the pit lane when the guy ahead of me was blocking me from getting out. Now, do I want to put
Nice.
even more troubles onto him and interview him after this qualifying session? Yes, I will. He absolutely hates it. We will keep that for season 2 though, because it's nice to keep other people involved. Also, there is another thing that I've been kind of talking to myself, kind of thinking about. Press conferences before a
That wouldn't be
race.
too bad, to be fair.
Elias
Elias
going
round the final
round
corner.
the final corner, yeah. See what the first time's going to be, a 1:37.3.
7-3.
Get onto Lucasade, wherever he is. He goes into second.
38-8.
With the spares
Richard,
now
I think, is
starting.
next.
Yeah. No, Ramsey.
I know Ramsey, 39-4. Richard now, for around the final corner for the Red Bull driver. And up to the line goes P3.
Got Jota on the lap. Gangster Paper Stream is the next driver to cross the line, but he has got Daleks right behind him. And Paper Stream coming up to the final corner. Very, very wide there. But, P3 and then Daleks is invalidated his lap time. Gangster Owl, no, Jota around the final corner, sorry. Goes P2, Gangster Owl, the newest drive. Oh, he's very, very wide there. Round the final corner. It's going to be a very, very slow lap. It's going to be a 140.
140.5.
Got Sinistro now on the lap. The only person that's not out on track yet is the Goo. But I don't think he's going to be kind of risking anything tonight.
Nah, he's already the champion, so he's probably just going to go all out this race, I'd imagine.
Sorry, and Bradford. Oh, Bradford's now coming in. Yeah, he's given up on that lap. Sinistro.
The spares
Elias
coming around
goes
the
even
final few
quicker.
corners. Elias goes quicker.
That's a very
36.9.
now on his way out. We've got Spares about to finish his lap going around the final corner.
on the final corner. 36,
P2.
37.1. Jota's done a 38.2 on the hard tyres. Richard has just improved on his lap to a 39.0.
Lap.
Have
anyone?
Dalek, sorry.
Paper
Around the
Stream
final few
might
corners
be-
now for the Haas.
Paper Stream's not allowed to lap.
Although he's backed right off, he's run out of fuel by the looks of things.
Yeah. Sinistro is into the
Sinistro
final
around
sector.
the final few corners.
Should be a fairly. It's always cut that one. I think.
Oh, that's a corner cut.
Ooh,
Yeah.
He's coming in. And we've got Daleks.
Oh, Daleks is slowed right down.
missed the
Not
pit
sure
lane.
why.
I think he might let. Oh no. we got anyone else on a lap? Gangster Owl's coming in. Richard.
Southern Ping is on a lap.
Yeah, he's coming into by the hotel. He is the only person out on a lap, I believe, because I believe Richard and Elias will be coming into the pits. Let's see where's Southern Ping. Obviously, Southern Ping in a battle for, I believe, 5th. He needs to be 5th and hope that Ramsey and everyone around him kind of DNFs, but he's kind of around the final corner. Should be a fairly decent lap, and he goes P3.
37.4.
Obviously, we're still waiting for the likes of Sinistro, Bradford, and Daleks to actually set a lap. Pagoo is still on another
Bogu
lap.
is around the final corner.
He's starting his
Starting
lap.
his lap now, he's on the hard tyres. In his the car he's chosen for next season, the matte red Ferrari. Looking like a very good lap so far. He's got a little bit of traffic to contend with Lucasade in the Mercedes.
I'm sure Lucasade will move out the way as soon as he can. Ramsey's back out.
Southern Ping gets out of the way of the Ferrari driver. There's
Probably getting a nice.
John
build
running a
This is Alonso
what colour's that?
helmet,
That's a-
I think.
yeah.
It is like a different helmet.
No, it looks kind of like the Alonso.
Because I'm pretty sure he uses. What car does he drive? He drives in the Red Bull for VVR. So I think
Red
he
Bull and
has like
SVOR. Oh yeah, VVR, yeah.
I think he has a kind of Red Bull-esque kind of helmet for that. But yeah, that helmet's actually pretty nice, I'm not going to lie. It's probably one of those paid-for helmets because he's a noob.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, I thought so. I've only got one of them, actually. It's the one that I'm currently using. But Pagoo
I've
going
got
on the last couple of corners to complete his lap.
yeah. This can be a really good lap from the Ferrari. 37.6 on hard tyres.
Ooh, that's beautiful. We've got Lucasade now
That was a
starting.
beautiful lap.
Got everyone
Yeah,
out
the
on
Mercedes.
a lap so far, except from Jota, both Red Bulls and the spares. Brad, I have no idea where he is. He's just gone into the first couple of corners, but he has got Paper Stream not Paper Stream. Southern Ping gets well out of the way, so I think he may have invalidated his lap already. Jota has just come out behind his teammate in the background there. But Bradford looking to get P2 in the championship tonight. He does have to beat Elias tonight though. Only needs to win by a point more than Elias. But I can probably
Yeah,
see
just whoever
Bradford.
finishes ahead then.
Yeah. I will get the rest of the championship standings, so no one's really talking. Faulty Cash is actually going for Elias to get second in the championship. So it'll be interesting to see what Elias can do tonight. He's doing very well though, up in P1 for Q2. He's got some. Oh, and Bradford's nearly just gone into the wall there. Oh, that was probably.
That was
a
pretty
little bit
nicely held
scary.
by the Williams.
That would probably eat your heart out. We got anyone coming up to finish their laps?
I think he's fully backed out of his lap now.
Some Ping has gone completely off there. Not really sure what he's doing. Lucas A goes in quick.
Yeah, he's coming back into the pits now, so we're gonna have Jota will be on a lap.
I'm really not sure what Southern Ping is doing right now. Ramsey puts himself in for
Ramsey
P6.
improves.
Jota is now starting a lap. Ramsey gets wet. Shima is about to finish his. But he's coming in. He is actually safe currently, but we are still waiting for a couple of drivers. Gangster Al runs out very, very wide there. We've got Sinistro about to finish his lap fairly soon. Be interesting to see where Sinistro can get himself. Got himself his first podium last time out at Brazil in his first race. His home race actually as well. So Sinistro coming into the last couple of corners now. Let's see what time he can do. It's going to be a very quick lap here. It's P1 so far.
35.8.
Oh,
That is
Daleks
a
has
mega
missed the pit lane
time.
again. I'm pretty sure he's got some sort of front wing damage. Brad is now back out on the soft tyres, but he does have Pagoo nearly running into the wall there actually as well. But I think Pagoo might be a little bit scared here. He's only in 6th. A lot of drivers can go a lot quicker here. So it'll be interesting to see. He is, I would say he's probably safe.
Jota coming around the final few corners now in the other Williams car.
Yeah, riding on board now.
Around the final corner.
Should be a lot quicker this lap. It's a massive
36.1.
It's a mega lap. It's 2.1.
Very good lap there from the Williams.
Something pings back into the.
Something I've noticed about both the Williams, they're running numbers 21 and 22. That's quite wholesome.
Richard goes even quicker.
We have
P9.
I think as well. Let me just double check. There's 2 number 14s on the grid as well. There's Elias and Pogo.
That sounds about right. Numbers don't really mean anything now because we got rid of that rule. Cause beat Elias tonight. Snorlax has confirmed his P4 for the standings. Ramsey, Lucasade, Summon Ping, Jota. I would say Richard as well because technically he is still in the fight, but he wouldn't be in a fight with Ramsey. They're all going to be fighting for P5 and P6. Daleks, if he was to win tonight, would be battling Tony and Richard, but he would need to win and get fastest point. Sinistro, if he was to get 12 points, he would overtake you, the same as Ninjas, but he isn't here tonight. And neither is Yorkie. Despairs is here, but so a lot of positions could be gained or lost. Bradford, someone's just gone quicker, I can't remember who. I swear there was someone down there.
Gangster Al is retired.
So he's only just through. Paper Stream is starting another lap now. He would need to at least beat the both McLarens. Bradford is on a lap now. He hasn't got enough time to do one more, so he's going to have to get this lap done. I don't think he's really pushing it all too much. We've got Daleks coming around the last couple of corners to start his lap. Everyone I think would say they'd made it through. Yeah, Despairs knows he's gone through. Pagoo about to finish a lap here actually. Whether he's actually going to finish this lap or not, which he does, and he goes even quicker. P1 and Bradford round the final corner now. He needs to get this lap done, and he has P2.
He does so.
So Dalek's the only guy that's in a bit of trouble here. He needs to beat both McLarens. Ramsey could be on the verge of going out of Q2 here. Paper Stream running out slightly wide there. It's got the last couple of corners locked up though. Spares has just let Daleks through. I really hope I have sound for the next one. Paper Stream could probably topple Gangster here. He ran the final corner. Oh, he's knocked them both out. Paper Stream into 10th place, but we're still waiting for Daleks to complete this lap. Pagoo is on a slow down lap. So we haven't really got to worry about him all too much. But Daleks coming into the hotel section now. Oh, he's run out very, very wide though. Daleks coming up to complete his lap underneath the Rolex sign. He's missed that apex by a country mile. And around the final corner, he's going to have to put in a decent lap here. And he does.
He does so, which knocks Paper Stream back out.
Oh, no, Paper Stream, no! But that is the end of qualifying. So Pagoo in P1, Bradford P2, Sinistro in P3, Daleks P4, Jota in P5, Elias P6, to Spares P7, Summon P in P8, P9, Lucasade making it through, Richard only just making it through there as well. He was a second, no? Oh, he's only just made it through actually, Richard. If Paper Stream was a little bit quicker there, he would have knocked Richard out. And then Paper Stream P11. Oh, now I get game sound. Sweet. And then it was Ramsey, Gangster Owl, and then I believe Tony obviously being disqualified from the session.
Yep.
If I remember correctly. Yep. So here we go, battle for pole. Much in between the two at the top, only a tenth. Nearly 2 tenths actually, sorry. And then a massive gap behind them, with a lot of drivers using the alternative strategies. So starting on the mediums would be Richard, Lucasade, Southern Ping, Despairs, Elias, Jota and Sinistro all starting on the mediums in the race. I don't know if I screenshotted that, but I'm going to do it anyway.
I got a screenshot of it just in case you didn't.
Thank you very much. Constructors anyway. So McLaren obviously won. Going to be a battle between Williams and Red Bull again tonight. Not much in between them, only 21 points, so it's all for the taking. Renault, obviously no drivers being here, both Mercedes obviously being here, they will need to get around, they would basically need a 1-2. And then I don't really see, Daleks could obviously move Haas up into P7. He only needs pretty much 9 points. There we go, the final part of qualifying and the final session of SVOR until the next season. Not really sure who's out first. I believe it's Pagoo. It is indeed
Pagoo.
The championship
Pagoo.
winner. Yeah, Pagoo. And the number 14 car. I believe that is Elias also behind him in number 14.
In the other number 14 car.
All the drivers coming up now, apart from Jota, who Jota doesn't really do a lot of runs, which helps him on tyres, which is why he's so good on him. I think he does like the 1 or 2 runs where everyone's doing like 3 or 4. But we've also
Jota's a smart guy. He focuses on the race rather than qualifying because obviously this not being F2 you don't get points in qualifying, so he saves it for the race and then goes from there. He's got brilliant racecraft on him, so
going to be hopefully an entertaining race. Hopefully. It's actually nice to have a lot of drivers. There's a lot to watch, hopefully. Hopefully no one dies at turn 1, because we've already seen that.
I can't wait to be ploughed by Lucasade again.
Australia.
Yeah. Started this season on pole, I've ended it in the commentary box. The full Jolyon Palmer experience. No, the full Nico Rosberg experience just without the championship.
Have you actually got any championships?
Unless career mode.
Seasons that you've done? And no,
In league racing, no.
No,
No, league racing I haven't.
Every driver is out on track now.
Oh yeah.
We're currently riding on board with the world champion of SVOR in season 1 and constructors champion as well. He is in the Ferrari. He's supposed to be in the McLaren, but we've allowed him to
Does
use
what
the
he wants.
Ferrari for the last couple of races. I think he was in it for USA, I think Mexico, and no, he won the championship in the McLaren, I think. And then he's been in the Ferrari ever since, because he will be driving this car next season. Kind of all depends on how the championship finishes. That's how we do car. Well, that's how we decided to do car selections. It was kind of really done like last minute thing kind of thing, because I didn't know how to do it. I was just doing championship order. It was a lot easier. But for Goo, coming around the last couple of corners now to set the first and the fastest lap so far. And around the final corner. It'll be a
34.5.
34.5, and we've got Elias as well.
Elias will be the next one. Final corner. Goes a bit wide, 35.7. And I believe it's Despairs. No,
Brad.
I think it's
Brad's now
Bradford.
Around. He's on those harder. I don't know why he's on
36.7 on
the
hard tyres.
He's Despairs, something ping, and then Despairs, and then Richard,
Then Richard.
and then
Luke. Daleks.
Daleks goes up to P3, and then we've got Sinistro. Just gone underneath the hotel.
On a couple of corners now.
Ooh,
Goes very wide there.
P2.
Across the line.
And now we wait on Jota to finish his lap, unless anyone else is on another lap. Richard is on another lap. So is Southern Ping. Oh, Southern Ping goes in a little bit too deep there. I think he's given up on that lap though. Yeah, right on board with Richard. Actually, no, Jota is about to finish his lap. He's at the hotel
final
now.
few corners now. Under the hotel.
As much as everyone hates this track, it is a nice track to look at. Pit lane is beautiful.
That's all it has going for it, not gonna lie.
F2 cars.
The pit lane and it looks good.
I'll tell you what, the pit lane...
Oh, F2 cars coming out of the
Yeah.
pits is
Oh.
an orgasmic sound.
And everyone's like, oh, you can listen to the sound that you make going under the track. I'm just like, okay. I heard it, I was like, oh my god. I would make that my ringtone. And Richard backs out of that lap. And Despairs misses the pit entry. What about Darley's? He's going even slowly. Oh, he still misses it. How did you miss that?
Proudly sponsored by Rich Energy, the fuel of performance.
Lucas Aid on another lap here actually. Actually, he just finished his lap, but he hasn't improved. He's on another lap here actually. See what he can do. Doesn't want to wear his tyres out too much. I guess if he's not up on his time, he'll probably come into the pits and put a new set on. Expecting Brad to go on to the softs, hopefully did it before I even said anything. The only thing I don't like about Lucas Aid, well, there's actually a lot of things I don't like about Lucas Aid, is that he doesn't know how to use his ERS, because by the end of the lap he'll already be out of it by like the last couple of corners. You can't. Some tracks you can run like overtake and hot lap till right to the end. Some tracks you just can't.
It's just tracks that like don't have many straights. You can get away with doing that.
Like Monaco.
Aside from Austria, you can get away with doing it. Like you run out basically as you come around the final corner.
Now. He is improving, so
It'll be an improvement. Yeah, 36.9 improves to
See what I
P9.
mean? His Ers gets like gone before the last. Richard now
Oh,
coming out. Despair's out as well. He's going to be probably very short for time here. He needs to get round and back out as soon as possible, I would say. Only 4 minutes to go. We want to treat this in lap very slowly, like he is now. Yeah, this is where I overtook him because I told him to. I mean, I didn't tell him to. I mean,
exposed.
I wish we could do
The
that, but
little
we can just ring him.
Rosberg.
Luke, go
I mean, you
quicker.
can ring him on Messenger.
Yes. But, let him through, please. Stop winning. You absolute noob. I mean, he's got pole by like 5/10 at the moment. I think Luke might be giving up on qualifying here. I think he's run out of
My
fuel.
guy just doesn't care. He's run out of fuel, that's why.
I want to keep out of the way. Let's find a guy who's about to start his lap though. Daleks has completely missed the hairpin. He's kind of gone off-roading for a little bit.
Despairs is about to start a lap.
A racing point. With a point of racing. Currently up on his time. And by a little margin. Just over 2 minutes to go in qualifying, and Bradford is now on his way out. What about Pagoo? Yeah, he's now on his way out. Lucas A just made it into the pits, and I believe that is his qualifying over. All the spares with a slight lock-up, but he's up by 3/10 in the second sector. This would move him up to probably around
P6. P5, P6 area.
With the line through there, coming underneath the hotel. I would say that's kind of free to watch, but then probably to get a room there would be about £1,000.
About £1.5 a night.
Oh, yeah.
I looked out the other day because I was really curious
the
myself.
last corner.
P6 for the racing point.
Richard.
I don't know if he's starting a lap or finishing one.
Finishing.
He was finishing, but I think he invalidated. Elias is starting a lap. Southern Ping is coming to the end of one. Luke Sada's retired in the pit lane. He couldn't go again, so at the moment he's on course for P9, unless Richard. He's going to back off and go again now. Around the final corner. Sinistra is in the middle sector. So I think it'll be Despair. Despairs will be the next person to cross the line.
Despairs isn't going to be the next person to cross the line. We'll just let Richard through. Actually, well.
He's run out of theirs already. He's still got 2 corners to go. It's going to really hurt his lap time.
Despairs round the last corner.
Only just improves. Well, improves by 3/10, but stays P5.
Jota starting a lap and qualifying is now.
Qualifying is
over.
now. Yeah.
Sinistro
across the line doesn't. I improved, but it was invalid.
Oh, the big oof. I mean, it wouldn't have changed position. Jota does have Daleks just ahead of him, and I think Daleks is on a lap, but he's down by 8/10.
It'd be Elias next across the line. Goes a little bit wide and almost touches the wall. Second to last corner now. Takes that very nicely. Coming on the final corner. And across the line now, it's
P3.
going to be P3.
Southern Spares has just hit the pit
Southern,
lane.
yeah, I saw that.
Do people
Richard
not
pulled into the
know
pit, so he will be
Lucasade will be starting
P10.
P9?
And yeah,
Southern Ping's
the
about to
Spares has
finish
run
his
out of
lap.
fuel. So right on
Oh,
board with
he's
the
run up
Racing
very high.
Point. Around the final corner.
He's coming
Ah,
in.
he's going to back out, yep.
Brad though, around the final corner now.
Yeah.
Want to put himself up there. He needs to
Williams
beat
up to the
Elias
line.
here.
What's it going to be?
P2.
Goes P2. That is there.
We've
Got
got
Pagoo now around the final corner. This is looking like a very quick lap time from the Ferrari.
oh,
Up to the line he
goes even
goes, and
quicker.
he improves.
We've got Jota now as well.
Jota now, final two corners, the only man that could knock Pagoo off pole position. Goes very wide at the final corner. Oh, loses the rear end.
Goes
Across
P4
the
though.
line, improves by 3/10.
Probably lost a couple of attempts there. So that is qualifying over. I don't think Darley. Yeah, Darley's hitting like that. So Bagoo will be starting on pole with Bradford in second. Sinistro in P3, Jota P4, Elias P5, Daleks in P6, Spares P7, Southern Ping. Hey, he didn't miss the pit lane this time. Spares P7, Southern Ping P8, Lucasade P9, and then Richard starting in 10th. We were supposed to interview someone, but in all honesty. But it's the last race. We've got, I'm not sure how many laps. I think it's like 30. No. I don't actually know. How many laps is there, Bond?
28, I think. 27 or 28. Well, the full race is 55, so it's half of that. 26, 27-ish.
Yeah, something like that.
I was going to guess 28. I'm 99% sure it's 28.
Let's see if Fagu can put that pole into victory. He got pole by 7/10. You just know he's been sweating out time trial. I mean, to go pole by 7/10, that is a massive margin. What have I got a message for? Who's that from? Oh, Brad. But here we go. Anyone readies up before Brad? Already a penalty. Sorted. Just to let you know.
Sweet.
Currently dying.
Penalty that probably won't mean anything because it's the last race. Just disqualify them from this one.
It's qualifying from the whole season.
Oh, the scenes.
What should be Gangster Owl that readies up?
Let's have a look, shall we?
Anyone but Bradford will receive a 5-second time penalty. Oh, you know what? If Bradford readies up, he gets a 5-second time penalty as well because Ninjas is supposed to do it.
Oh, scenes.
Just anyone that readies up now is just going to get a 5-second time penalty.
You just get slapped with a penalty, just cause.
Bond, that's a 5-second time penalty for you in Australia.
Oh, thanks.
No worries. Everyone has a 5-second time penalty. Just before the season even starts. For moaning about having a pre-season. Have you seen what Tony's put in the SV chat?
No.
It was like, how many times will Bonge SVVVR mention Sophia Flourish on the stream tonight?
Oh, do you know what? That's a challenge.
Well, I'm going to write down every time you do it. Right.
No, I'm going to prepare myself not to by staring at my profile picture until someone readies up.
Who are you going to stare at?
My profile picture.
Who's it of?
The German version of Jamie Chadwick.
Ah, smart. Well, that's technically
Alex readies up.
Oh, that's
So
a
that's
5-second time penalty.
That's a penalty in the last race, just cause.
Right, so that's one for Bond because he's just mentioned or referencing to Sophia Flourish. Yeah, but you could easily just
No,
mute your
that's
mic and just say it over and over again. There's no point doing it.
Oh, do you know what? I might do actually. Right.
Every time I just hear your mic go, that's like, that's an extra one.
Don't you on about? Yeah.
Oh,
What?
that's another one. There we go. Formation lap is underway for the final time of SVOR. I nearly forgot the own name of my own league there. That's awkward.
Nice.
So Bagoo will lead 13 drivers. No, yes, it is 13 drivers. Yeah. Round the track for the final
14
time.
drivers.
Unless well, there's not 14 drivers behind him though, is there?
Nah, he can lead himself as well, you know.
Ah, he's lagging already. That's always a good sign. The absolute move. Has anyone been
That is
sent
amazing.
to the back of the grid yet? Oh yeah, we've got people in the back of the grid. We've got Daleks, Spares.
Daleks,
Colin
Despairs.
Pings is
and that's it
fighting
at the moment.
Lucasade for Lucasade. Get back in position.
Amazing.
Good boy. We've got anyone else? Gangster Owl.
I was literally just the image of like Kimi. Everyone else is weaving on the formation lap, and Kimi Räikkönen isn't. It's like that, but everyone but Luke is weaving. That was absolute class.
Bagoo is, Bradford is, Sinistro is, Jota isn't, Elias isn't at this present moment, Daleks is stuck on the grid, so to spare. Simon Ping is, Lucasade, I think we just saw the end of him weaving. Oh yeah, there we go, he's weaving now. Richard was weaving when I was last on him. Paper Stream is just Paper Stream, he's going to absolutely kill everyone at turn 1, because he's an absolute goat.
Amazing
Ramsey,
scenes.
right, let's predict. Who do you think's going to win this race?
Tony.
You just said
I'm
Sophia
just gonna
Forrest.
say Tony. He's gonna go last. No.
Yes, you did.
No.
You did. You think Tony's going to win this race? Okay.
No. I'm gonna say either of the Williams or John.
I'm going to go with Sinistro.
Oh, Jota and Elias are inside of each other.
First DNF.
Tony.
Tony. Tony or Luke, actually.
Actually,
They're very prone to crashing out. Despairs is...
Tony,
Probably
Luke, or
invisible.
Daleks.
Why
Just
is
be instant
Despairs-
karma from
Here we
readying
go.
up.
Can I have a better camera than... There we go. Everyone's kind of aiming to the left, and we've got 5 red lights, and away we go. And Pagoo gets a very decent start, but Sinistro there, yeah, better start.
Southern
than
Ping's
Bradford.
got an
He's
amazing
into
start as
P2,
well.
But Bradford, and that's Elias running up very, very wide, and Tony's already made
Spurs had
2
a
positions up at the
nightmare
start,
start.
and no yellow flags as of yet.
Oh, that's
and Sinistro's out.
He's collided with Luke, I think, because Luke doesn't have a front wing.
Oh, that's a bit. Safety car. Tony's running up very wide, and then
Jota down the inside of Elias and spins at the hairpin.
oh, and Jot is round. And he will be
Tony's
last
already
round.
in the points.
Let's go on, Tony. 9 more positions, you're into P1.
Oh, the scenes. Daleks is apparently a lap behind Elias.
Standard. So Despairs apparently.
And Despairs is a lap behind.
Yeah, oh, and Despairs up the inside of Richard, but oh no. When was the last time Despairs and Richard came close to each other?
Nah. Oh, fun memories. Ramsey as well was on the back of Despairs.
Oh yeah, Lucasade literally has no front wing. Just a nose.
It's just a nose. Just a little snorkel. He gets a
Lucasade.
penalty.
Jota is past Lucasade. So Lucasade will be slap bang last. Does Jota have any front wing damage? Let's see him get any. No, he doesn't.
No, he just spun. He was he's
So Pagoo
just lost out.
with a 0.3, 0.4, 0.7. Make you blind up. 0.8, and Daleks is 1 minute and 41 seconds behind Bradford.
Oh, amazing. Richard has made a mistake there and
Despairs.
Despairs has got past him.
Let's just say Hope we don't have a
It's
repeat
back
of
up into
VVR.
P6 for the
Oh,
racing
Richard's nearly
point.
lost the rear end, and Tony
Ramsey down
up
the inside.
Not Tony, Ramsey up the inside, sorry. And Ramsey is up into P7, but it's going to be a drag here between the two. And Richard looking like
I think
he
the Red
has a
Bull's
little
got
bit
the
more.
straight line speed.
Yeah, Ramsey's holding him off. Please don't take out the brake. Oh, Richard nearly goes into the back of him there. And Lucas Aid is finally back out. You could probably do with a safety car now. Apparently Gangster Hour
Oh,
is
Jota's
35
gone really
seconds.
wide there.
Gangster Hour is apparently
Scrolling
35
through everyone,
seconds behind Tony, even though
amazing.
he can see him directly ahead of him.
John's just gone. He just doesn't care. He's already 1.6 seconds in front.
Oh, Daleks is up into P3 actually, just noticed that.
Got Southern Ping hunting down Elias.
He's got his teammate Spares right behind him. And then Ramsey. Paper Stream is about to attack Richard here. Go on, Paper Stream. Pagoo setting the fastest lap of the race. Richard's got damage. He seems
It doesn't look
very
like it.
slow. I don't know why. Might be a lack of.
Just struggling for pace at the moment, I think. Paperstream has a look into turn 1, but that won't ever work, Sam.
To basically 3 seconds at the top already. And Daleks is now hunting Bradford down, and them two coming close to each other on track is never a good thing. It will usually end in chaos. Go on, Paper Stream. Get your first points. Go on, lad.
Kill him!
Yell him! Stop staying Sophia Flores. Paper Stream with DRS though. And Summon Ping and Elias. Oh, goes in way too deep, and Summon Ping has got the move, and he's up into P5. Go on, Paper Stream. And Jota slowly creeping up to Gangster Owl. Gangster Owl nearly runs into the back of Tony there. And Daleks now onto the back of Bradford. Brad. Oh, Daleks goes in a little bit too deep there.
Oh. Southern Ping got past Elias. I'd missed that.
Oh, got you there,
Oh,
flag.
hello.
And that's
Tony's round.
no,
I think.
Paper
No,
Stream.
Paperstream.
No. Oh, got Jota into the back of.
Oh my god.
Tony has.
Tony's got wing damage.
Go on, Paper Stream.
Yeah.
Get back. Oh
Jota
no,
around the
no,
outside. Oh my gosh.
no. I'll spin that round. You've got Lucas Aid.
Safety car.
Is there
Go on, do it. Safety car. No, there isn't. Tony onto the hard tyres, Paperstream into the pit lane.
Paper Stream kind of.
Daleks is right on the back of Bradford now.
Unsafe release. Oh, Brad.
Oh my
come
god,
on,
Brad.
mate. Oh, he needs to stop doing this, man. Oh, and Daleks nearly runs into the back of him. That's gonna be a. How is that not a penalty?
I'll check the
Usually
racetrack
DRS.
because that was most like a warning. Have a look.
DRS. Move.
Oh, was that not even a warning? Oh no, that was a warning. Daleks got a warning on lap 4.
Oh, everyone's got a gap now. It's boring already. Already 4 laps into it.
Boring. Did you just see what fucking Brad just did to Daleks? That's exciting.
And then everyone else. I mean, Pagoo's got a 4.2 second lead now.
He just doesn't care. He's gone.
Pagoo, we want you to pit for some intermediate.
It's not even realistic because it's a Ferrari leading a race.
Oh, and Brad's in already.
Brad goes into the pits, okay? That is amazing.
There's still a way to be
He's lap 4, doesn't care.
Oh, Pagoo with a
Oh, Pagoo picks up a penalty. Naughty boy.
This tie's already.
Brad's going for the undercut of all under. Oh, he's got front wing damage.
Oh, how did? Oh, I have no idea how he's done that then.
No idea.
Paper Stream.
Paperstream gets penalty. Dalek gets a penalty.
gonna have
You have Jota on the back of Gangster Al.
man like Rans.
Oh,
Oh,
Richard's
Richard's
gone.
ball. Just be careful.
He's only lost his front wing though. He hasn't lost a wheel or anything. Still no safety car.
Rans is definitely pulled away here, but we've got Jota now onto the back of Gangster Al.
Opens up the DRS.
Go on, just send it. Go on.
Is he going to try and move?
Send it. Like,
No, I think it's better of it.
oh, Gangster Al locks up though. I should call him Al because I don't like saying Gangster. Where did you think he'd go? London? There comes Jota once again to the outside.
Round the outside.
And that's going to be a
Gets
fairly
it
easy
done.
move. And Jota moves himself up into P7.
Into
Now he's
P7.
got the other McLaren, who's a little bit further ahead. He's 3-4 behind. Someone ping up into P3.
Bogu comes into the pit.
So I'm guessing it might have been time to start pitting in. Daleks is probably going to miss the pit entry. Because he's an absolute...
The scenes.
Spares onto the back of Elias here. Bagu will probably come out just ahead of Jota. I think. Jota's coming around the last corner now. Bagu will be going underneath. So it'll be very close between these two. Nah, he'll come up way before Jota does. Have a massive undercut, and then ooh, Bagu just coming out ahead of Jota. Yep, called it. Probably two of the worst connections in the lobby currently. Richard obviously now in the pits himself after yeeting himself into oblivion, and Lucas
Another
up
dimension.
into the points. Can't pay
What a lad! Go on.
I mean, Luke was the most consistent driver, and then he died. Great camera angle. Oh, there we go. Going through
Amazing.
the,
Unbelievable scenes.
Hulkenberg. I'm hanging like a cow corner.
Oh, yes.
We'll just think of all the memorable stuff that's happened. We've got I can't really remember anything that happened to here. We're coming up to the Rosberg and HRT corner.
Rosberg cucumber. Absolutely got sent.
We literally went to a different dimension. Got anyone else coming into the pits? I would imagine Daleks coming into the pits fairly soon. He is on those softs.
You got Bagu looking around the outside of Ramsey in the hotel section. Surely
Ramsey,
not. Oh, that's a corner cut and a half. From
gonna
John
make
there.
this too hard, I don't think.
He's going to go round the outside as a
That's a
second to
brilliant
last
overtake.
corner. He does so. A little bit of lag going on though from Bagu, but he got the move done. Despairs is right on the back of Elias as well, and Richard is on the back of Paper String.
No, don't overtake him. Please don't.
Bradford's
No.
the fastest lap of the race.
You're not allowed to overtake him. Paper Stream has to stay in 12.
Not allowed.
No, don't overtake. No, Paper Stream, what you doing? Oh. What are you letting him through for? Take him out. Kill him.
Kill him!
Right,
Kill
Spares
him!
now on Elias. DRS activated. Jota as well on Ramsey. Ramsey moving to the inside. Spares closing up onto Elias. Can't get the job done, but Jota is indeed past Ramsey, but I believe Ramsey won't get DRS because I believe the detection of... Oh no, he does. It's not like Australia. Here comes Ramsey once again. Attacking Jota. This should be a... Goes to the inside. Tells Jota to get out of my way. And Ramsey is back up into 6th. With both drivers leading the pit. What about Daleks? Is he going to be pitting anytime soon? Probably not. Got to miss the pit lane again. Oh, he's coming in. Got to miss it again. Go on. Oh. So Bagu will need to start doing some overtaking fairly soon. He will take the net lead of the race by country mile and sets the fastest lap of the race. Bradford on Gangster Al
Jota
at the
looking
moment.
to overtake Ramsey into turn 1. Can't quite get the space in there. Also got Despairs still on the back of Elias. Can't find a way to pass the Red Bull driver.
Simon Ping currently leading this race. And the season just finished now. Simon Ping gets a win.
Someone Ping
Elias
wins.
gets P2.
What a lad. Big man Al gets points as well. He's just been overtaken by Bradford though. Looks like he gets P10. Jota looking to the outside now, the McLaren. I think he's going to get it done. Ramsey holds it down the inside though. He's going to get the better run onto the straight. Jota just has to drive out the corner.
Ramsey will have DRS. A little bit too far back, I think. Yeah. Got Bradford now onto the back of him as well.
Three-way battle for P2 now as well. Despairs, Elias and Pagoo. All the guys ahead of Pagoo have to pit.
There's a
little bit of lag going on.
Hashtag playing Pagoo. Elias comes in.
7 laps on mediums, that isn't a long time.
Probably wants to get off them. He was under a lot of threat from Despairs there, so Pagoo back up into podium position. Ramsey also into the pits.
Yeah. Daleks down the inside of Gangster Al into turn 1.
Oh, Bradford spun!
Oh! Oh, he's going to reverse back into the... Oh! Brad, you naughty boy. That was entirely Brad's fault.
He's got to pit again. He's got a very, very damaged...
He's got a 5-second stop go as well for that. Jesus.
So he misses Dalek.
Why would you go and kill a man on his debut race?
I don't know why, but I don't want to say this because I don't know if it's true or not. But isn't me does it look like he was aiming for Dalek? Because Dalek was right ahead of him as well.
It was, yeah, it was just like, yeah, just gonna reverse straight in front of him. Oh, Richard and Tony are battling for points.
Yes.
Richard's got him. Go on, Tony.
Can't
kill him.
You need 2 more people to crash out. And with the likelihood of that, you're going to get points, and Pagoo is right onto the back of Simon Ping.
Yeah.
He's going to have a massive...
He is really controlling this race.
I would assume Bradford will be coming in this lap. Especially when he's got half a front wing missing. And I think Elias could be getting 2nd place here. Unless he crashes out. Still only 18 laps.
Brad comes. Actually 19. I mean, it just is. Pagoo down the inside of Jensen Button corner.
Some Ping still there though.
What a move from the Ferrari driver.
So Daleks is in net 2nd. And Elias in a net 3rd.
Brad is in P11 and could lose P12. Could lose that to paper strip. It might be quite close actually. Oh no, Brad's got him, never mind. Gonna be about a second or 2 in front. Yeah, there you go, 2 seconds in front.
Bradford even needs a safety car or Elias to blow up.
Elias is one of the most consistent drivers, so
yeah.
Looks like P2 could belong to the Red Bull driver.
Elias is technically in a net 2nd currently. So for Bradford to...
3rd.
Oh, drop a pit for the 3-second time for me. Simon Ping is now into the pits. Releases the spares into second.
Just got to wait for Despairs and Jota to make their pit stops, and then Elias will be P3, Daleks will be P2. But Daleks does have a penalty. I don't think Elias does.
Don't think so.
I'll have a look. Oh no, Despairs doesn't have. Hang on. Not Despairs, it's Daleks I want to look at.
Oh, Southern Ping nearly losing out of the pit lane.
Daleks has a penalty and 2 warnings. Elias has 2 warnings.
Daleks on Jota now. Should be a fairly...
To the inside he goes.
Jota comes across, but leaves him enough room.
Oh,
they
they
made
make
front
contact.
Another yellow flag. Oh, and Lucas A's round as well.
Oh no, Luke.
Luke's going to lose P9 here. I think he's still got his front wing. He does have his front wing. He's fine. He'll be a bit under pressure from his Mercedes teammate. But then again, he does have Bradford right behind him. So Bradford could still pick up a couple of points, but probably going to pick up quite a hefty penalty after what he just did. Daleks, anyway. Still can't find his way through Jota.
Jota comes into the pits.
Yep.
Almost hits the pit wall. Despairs pits as well. Sinistro was out anyway. He's now left the session. Tony coming through to the back. Oh no, he's been overtaken by Bradford, sorry. Gangster Al has now left the session as well. Very unfortunate for him on his debut to be absolutely obliterated by Bradford.
Just a little bit. Very close between Jota and Ramsey here.
Yeah. Jota's gone for the 1 stop, medium to hard.
Ramsey does indeed have, and Lucas is back into the pit. So Paper Stream only 6.1 seconds behind Tony, and we know how bad Tony can be. So Tony, if you could crash out on Paper Stream to get his first points, that would be lovely. Oh, that's what we like.
Tony fixed over. Penalty, as does Southern Ping.
Southern Ping actually sitting in 4th place.
Ramsey looking around the outside of the triple chicane. Jota there. Go on, Ramsey.
It's on the faster tyre. Daleks pick up another 3 second
penalty.
He could actually lose.
So he will lose.
P2.
At the moment, he will lose P2.
He could potentially lose P3 if he keeps picking up.
Southern Ping has one as well, though, doesn't he?
Oh yeah. Oh.
Ramsey picks up a penalty.
He absolutely yeeted the second to last corner. Okay, weren't even there. Pagoo leading by just a casual 14.5 seconds.
My guy just doesn't care. He's definitely going for the 2-stop strat, so we'll go for another set of mediums. I'd imagine. Unless he goes for another set of softs.
Is he on mediums now?
Yeah. 7.5 old mediums.
Got to get that gap though, isn't he? Not really sure how long the pit stop is around here.
About 24 seconds, I want to guess.
There's 16 laps to go. Only needs a few seconds. And to be fair, if he just comes out behind Elias, realistically all he needs to do is get past him, and then with penalties, obviously. Before
Bradford's now on the back of Richard.
2 seconds. 2 Yeah, well, the chances of him finishing where he finishes are probably slim. I mean, it's not going to be disqualification for the next race. Oh, wait. They don't carry over. By the way, I just thought I'd let you know that Paper Stream is actually catching. Oh, no, don't worry. He was catching Tony.
He was catching Tony, yeah. Saw that, kept seeing that at the corner of my eye. It's kind of levelling out now. Oh, he's caught him by 4/10. Lad. Oh, he's lost it. Damn.
Tony, box. Not really sure why Paper Stream is. Oh, he is on the hard tyres. It just says he's on the soft. No, Lucas Age, you stay where you are, okay? You're not allowed to overtake Paper Stream. It's forbidden. It's forbidden. I wonder if Bradford could actually catch Ramsey. 21.5 seconds.
Ramsey might have to pit again, so he might do. Or probably will do, to be fair.
Did Ramsey start on the soft? Elias needs to pit. Someone Ping needs to pit.
Ramsey started on the soft tyres.
He doesn't need to pit then. But Elias and Someone Ping will need to pit again. Because they've done medium to medium for some apparent reason.
Yes.
So Southern Ping isn't good. He's going to get it.
The scenes of... Right, there we go.
Bad picks of the 3-second time, baby.
It's not the only penalty he's getting this race.
Jotty's actually closing in on spares at the moment, so man like Josh
Go on,
is
lads.
on the podium.
There we go. I'm going to be an absolute unit and sit on my bed, because I have no limits. My thumb being a dickhead.
How did you actually cut
Yeah,
your
being a
thumb
dick.
that way?
I was slicing bread,
Right.
and my thumb kind of got in the way of the knife, and being in a kitchen, the knives are ridiculously sharp. I didn't even use that much force, and it probably went a few millimeters into my thumb, and that doesn't sound like a lot, but when you're
Jotty
talking about
within
cuts, it's like
DRS
a
of the
massive
spares.
chasm.
Elias,
So he is,
though,
8/10.
absolute unit.
Big man
at the moment,
Elias. Lads, go on, kill him!
but he does need to pit again.
I think, well, to be fair, all of the top lot do. Maybe Southern Ping could get away with not. And
Southern Ping would need
well,
to.
Pagu's got to do another 12 laps on those tyres. I don't think he can do it because of how early he pitted.
So that means Ramsey might have to pit again then. So a man like Lucas getting to the points. Oi, no.
Anyone on
Lucas Aid.
hards doesn't have to.
No.
I know Luke's going to overtake Paper Stream. No!
What are you doing? What are you going so slow for? Oh no, Paper Stream, no. Just take him out, I don't care. I won't even give you a penalty.
You kill him.
Out. Kill him. Just come across. We won't watch you. We'll watch Tony.
Oh.
Oh, Luke. You ruined his day.
Jotting on
Luke,
the back.
Lucas Aid still not in the
Spares
points
still.
though. What a noob.
He's 6 seconds behind his teammate.
I like Tony's going to pick up some points for the first time in ages.
Big man, Tony. Doing it for the main
Go on,
star.
Elias. Ooh. Richard's in.
Richard's in the pits.
Oh,
The
Tony's
spares
gonna move up.
under threat from Jota here. Looks to the right side.
So Tony and Luke will pick.
And
Go on,
he's
Paper
ahead.
Stream.
Oh no, he's not. The spares is going to absolutely lunge
Oh.
him.
Spares has gone to Narnia. Back.
Dalek picks up another
3-second time
penalty. He could actually lose P3 at this rate to his teammate. Oh wait, no, he's not his teammate. I thought it was the spares for a second then.
Oh, Tony, what are you doing, mate?
No, Tony.
Luke's under the back of him. Soon. Paper stream up into 11th. Yes.
Kill him.
Doesn't Lucas Dale or Tony have? Tony has penalties, I think.
Yeah, Tony has. Let me have a look.
Paper stream about to get 10th.
Tony has
got a yellow
2
flag.
penalties.
Oh, Bagoo's round!
Oh no.
I mean, he's miles ahead of everyone.
He's got front wing damage as well.
Oh,
That is major front wing damage. We can chuck on another set of mediums and try and blitz it to the end, but he's going to have a lot of work to do, especially with changing a front wing.
Has front wing.
That's probably why Elias is catching him so quickly.
Oh, Bagoo, what are you doing?
Southern Ping's going to get a podium.
Bagoo picks up he's just cutting now.
10-second time penalty.
And Elias round the outside.
I mean, John has won the championship, so he
He
didn't
gonna
care. Give a shit. Let's just watch him obliterate this court. Oh, I didn't. No. Damn.
Here comes Elias.
Elias looking to the outside of the triple chicane.
Oh, he's got him.
Surely not.
Go on. Yes.
No. That is dirty.
Overtake.
That is amazing. Oh, Dalek's giving him a bump on the bum. Just for good measure. Touching his anus.
Oh, Daleks! Oh no, Daleks!
Oh,
no,
they've
what are you
touched.
doing?
Oh,
Southern Ping. Southern
we got
Ping's up
Southern
into
Ping.
third.
Southern Ping.
Daleks, you need to let him through. Come on.
Absolute filth from the house driver. Yeah.
Daleks is also in.
Dalek's
Southern Ping
pits as well.
is going to win this
Southern
race.
Ping is going to win. No.
Actually, no, Elias could.
No.
Oh no, Elias needs to pit, doesn't he? Shit.
Elias needs to pit again. Maybe Southern Ping does as well, but it's going to be tight with those two on tyre wear. But
actually, Bagoo could still win this race. Actually.
Yeah.
Wait,
But he now does have a 10-second time penalty.
Yeah. Oh, despair. Go away. But Bagoo's going to be on a lot fresher tyres than everyone ahead of him. Elias, Southern Ping still need to pit. So Jota, there's another yellow flag. Paper stream. No, what are you doing?
It's good.
Oh, he took front wing damage as well. To be fair, Bagoo does have 10 seconds. Actually, no, he has 13, but he's about to overtake the spares here with pretty much ease. Oh. Spares picks up a time penalty.
Yeah.
I could probably see Southern Ping and Elias probably coming in this lap. Just to get rid of him. Paper Stream is into the pits. Ah, oh, Lucas A, what are you doing? Why have you overtaken Tony for? The absolute move. Garlex is out into P7, 7.3 seconds behind Ramsey. Could be close. Despairs. Oh,
Bagoo is already on the back of Jota.
Already seen this tonight. Top two don't come in. Obviously, Bagoo going for a move it into. Doesn't go for a move into turn one. Not to the back of him though. Oh, this is where Bagoo's trying to crash. Watch. Dirty air and everything. Oh, Tony picks up a 3-second time penalty.
Tony picks up a penalty.
So realistically, Jota would be in the lead of this race. Has Jota got wing damage as well? Or is it just nice guy?
I don't know.
And up into P3 goes. Now it's just all about these two coming in. Elias has lost a lot of time there. And Lucas Aid is back into the pits again. For some apparent reason. I think we've got a few internet problems tonight because Elias just went straight on and then come back onto the track.
I mean,
Paper Stream picks up a 5-second time penalty. Or something, I have no idea why Lucas Aid pitted again for.
No idea.
Something being Elias carry on. I don't believe Jota has any penalties. Oh, he does. He's got 3 seconds. Pagoo has 1. He has 13 seconds. Elias is on his last warning. Someone Ping is on a penalty. So it could all get very feisty near the end, and Pagoo with another free. Dalek setting the fastest lap of the race, and Richard and Tony at the moment. As Richard just overtook him in the triple chicane. It's an absolute lag.
What a unit. Dalek's on the back of Ramsey.
Here comes Daleks. The RS wide open. It's P6 for Daleks. Oh, Tony running up very wide there. Oh, Daleks and Ramsey again. Oh, Ramsey nearly goes for the move, but had to back out. Sort of starting to lose a bit of time towards Pagoo, which is kind of expected. And Southern Ping is into the pits the same as Elias. Southern Ping picks up a 5-second time penalty for speeding in the pit lane. So Pagoo will be back into the lead of this race. But he does have 16 seconds to kind of gain on Jota. It wouldn't surprise me if Jota was to start slowing down slightly. But I mean, Jota will probably want to go for this win. Pardon me. And Ramsey's back in as well. Set us softs to the end.
Elias has come out just ahead of Bradford, well, about 10 seconds ahead, but right next to each other on track, pretty much.
Behind Daleks now, though.
P7 and
Southern Pings into P4.
Be a three-way scrap here for P4.
I mean, they're not all too far behind the spares either.
Make it a four-way scrap for P3, that'd be Donna.
When I said I wanted it Satan, Tony's back into the pit, so he will be giving up that P10. So Lucas Aid will score some points, at least. Probably, unless he crashes out. But Tony's on a set of soft, so he should realistically be able to catch up. I mean, Lucas Aid, yeah, he will just come out ahead. Probably around 6 seconds.
Tony will be on 2 compounds down.
No. Oh! Oh! We've got a massive collision. Daleks to spares. Southern Pink.
What the hell happened there?
Oh, and
Daleks is
Daleks
round
spun
again.
He's just reset himself to the track. Oh god, here comes Bradford. The Daleks will have to pit. Brad, where are you going? Oh, I have no idea what actually happened there. So you know that four-way battle for P3?
Yeah.
Well, that just went disappearing, didn't it?
Yep.
I mean, Daleks will come out in P8, but I have no idea what happened. It was just big bunch of cars. 7 laps to go. I mean, I said I wanted an entertaining race, and I've got that, so I'm pretty happy. Just means I'm going to be even busier over the next week. I mean, technically, Brad could actually lose P4 6 with the looming penalty that he's probably going to get, which he'll most likely get. Pagoo only needs what, like 6 seconds? Just over 6 seconds.
Yeah, about that.
Probably doable. Yeah, only 6 seconds now. Tony and Lucas aid. 2 second 2. Daleks could actually lose P8 if Richard can. Daleks cutting the last corner. 11 seconds now separate Pagoo and Jota. Pagoo doesn't want to get any more penalties. I mean, Jota, no, he has 3 seconds, doesn't
Yeah,
he? So cut it
so he
down.
needs to get 13.
Just need to cut it down by a little.
I'll double check the penalty situation. Yeah, penalty and a warning. John's on 16 and a warning.
I mean, he's nearly got those 13 seconds already. Probably will by the end of this lap. But he is on a lot fresher and faster tyres than Jota. Ramsey picking up another time penalty. Got Tony now on the back of Lucas aid. Come on, Tony. Pick up those points. Come on, lad. And there we go, Pagoo has those 13 seconds that he needs. But we've got Summon Ping right onto the back of Jota probably fairly soon. Summon Ping is on those faster tyres. Guy starting to creep in as well. Despairs obviously, I think he was involved in that massive pile up, but he does have Bradford right behind him. Despairs does indeed have front wing damage. Don't think anyone else does. Do have his front wing still intact? I think he does. Richard picking up a free.
Richard picks up a penalty. About to have the two teammates go into combat, and you've got Bradford on the Spurs.
Watch Bradford. I don't know who to watch. Someone ping 1.2 seconds behind Jota now. So whoever finishes ahead of those two,
Bradford picks up a penalty.
He is right onto the back of the Spurs though. Oh, and Dalek's picking up another time penalty. Oh, Bradford's gone for the lunge at the last corner. Spurs still stays ahead though, but Bradford's going to get the drag and he's up into P5.
Yeah, I've got to check the penalty situation between these two. The Spurs has front wing damage.
Yep.
On the right side, Tony picks up another penalty.
Oh, Southern Ping. Within
right, Bradford is on 2 penalties and 2 warnings. The Spares is on a penalty and a 5-second time penalty as well. for some unbeknownst reason.
Only 4 laps to go. Someone Ping really wants to get past Jota here. I think they're about to lap paper stream. There they are.
Southern Ping is right on the back of Jota here.
Elias is going back towards these guys as well.
Look at the penalty situation between Jota and Southern Ping.
3 seconds each, I think.
Southern Ping has
Lucas
2 penalties,
Aid has
2
just got
warnings.
past Tony.
And it's 1 penalty for Jota. 1 penalty, 1 warning.
Oof, you get tasty at the end. And here comes Southern Ping up the inside of Jota. Now it's going to be P2, but Jota's going to get DRS here as well. Oh, Southern Ping gets a really bad exit there. And Jota's going to come round the outside. Southern Ping wants to stick to that inside and brake as late as he can. And Jota's back up into P2 and Elias now. And Dalek's picking up another time.
Dalek's another penalty.
He might actually lose.
Oh,
Ping
Jota's had a rear end loss.
And Southern Ping is into the second
Ping around the
overtake.
outside.
But Jota down the inside. And Southern Ping switches back and Southern Ping is back up into P2. Very good battle here, and Elias now looking to try and pick up some of the pieces, but it's going to be a fair distance behind, and Southern Ping going to pick up a P2 here. He needs to start the one. I thought he was letting him back through then.
Let's have a look at the penalties for Elias. He's only got 2 warnings. So no matter what, Elias is P2.
Could get P2 here. Unless he makes a mistake.
Yeah, if he gets a penalty, then he'll be behind Jota, but still be ahead of Southern Ping. If he doesn't get a penalty, then it will be him in P2, Jota P3, Southern Ping P4.
What, has Southern Ping got 2 penalties, has he?
Yeah.
Oh. Paper Stream letting the leaders through, and Tony and Lucas Aid again battling it out for these last remaining points. Don't think Lucas Aid has a penalty, I don't think. Oh, Tony runs up very, very wide. But I think Tony has a lot more if he does.
Tony has 4 penalties. 2 penalties and a warning for Luke.
So Luke would finish 10th if it was to finish now. Manzi got to lap Paper Stream as well. Not all too far behind. Oh no, it's Spares, sorry, not Paper Stream. Manzi going back at the Spares now because the Spares has and Tony picks up another time penalty. Wait, if Fagu,
Ramsey on the back
if
of...
Fagu gets another penalty, I mean, he's on his final lap now, then he would actually lose P1 because Elias would win. I mean, to go from P4 to then get bumped up to P1, I mean, you can't really complain, can you? You go last lap for Ramsey to get past the Spares. All the Spares
Well,
have
if
gone very
John gains
wide.
another second, then he's out of the buffer. Almost loses. Oh no, that was just lag. Never mind. I was gonna say he almost lost it through the chicane.
It's
just a bit of lag.
Donuts because you can't, because otherwise you'll lose it. I mean, he probably doesn't care, but I'm sure he'd like to.
He
Oh,
wants
who's
to
got
finish the
fastest?
season on a high, doesn't he?
Oh, we got the flag. Oh, we got Daleks round again.
Daleks round.
And Ramsey
You got
up
Ramsey round the
into
outside of the Spurs.
P6. I want to see who's got fastest lap. Pagoo is going to get another Grand Slam. He comes round the final corner to win the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix. And here we go. We want to keep an eye on these last couple of them. Bradford picking up another time
penalty. Jota
Oh,
tries to go down the inside.
Oh,
That could have been a disaster.
oh no.
He hits him again.
Jota.
Elias picks up a penalty.
Oh, it drives round.
2 corners. Jota's round.
And Elias gets P2 and someone ping in P3 and Jota will come home P4. Oh my god.
That's Southern Ping's first podium, isn't it?
I believe so, yeah.
On the last
Brad's
race.
lost
What a
his
lad.
valve.
Big man Brad.
Everyone's picking up penalties.
Ramsey round the final corner now into P6. The Spurs P7. Daleks will come home P8. Oh no, we got to the Mercedes battling. Even though Tony has many penalties.
Daleks could actually lose P9 here. P8, sorry. With Richard. Why have we got... Oh, it's because of the carnage on the pitch straight. Like we've got yellow flags. Daleks comes round the final corner. He's going to come home in P8 and he hits the wall and he's out as well. And Richard...
And he hits Brad.
I think Richard's going to win here. He gets P8.
Yeah, he is.
There we go. And here we go. The last battle of SVOR. It's going to be between Tony and Lucas, but Lucas obviously with less penalties.
Tony picks up another penalty.
And Lucas will come home in P10. And there we have it.
Southern Ping doesn't have a mic.
Okay.
So it's just going to be... I'm interviewing
Elias.
Pagoo, if you want to do Elias.
Yeah. We'll get them in. There we go. And where is Pagoo? There he is. So there we have it. The finale of SVOR Season 1. And Pagoo comes home with yet another Grand Slam. We will just have a look at the final results. And Pagoo comes home with P1 and Grand Slam, as just mentioned, even with 16 seconds worth of penalties. Elias comes home in P2, Summon Ping in P3, but doesn't have a mic, so he won't be joining us tonight. Jota in P4, Bradford P5, Ramsey P6, Despairs P7, Richard P8, Daleks P9, Lucas Aiden P10, Tony in P11, Paperstream in P12, and unfortunately Gangster, Al, and Sinistro crashing out of the final race. So I'm going to hand you over to Bonge to interview the winner, SV Pagoo.
Alright. Big man Pagoo, big man John. Pagoo! Your race then, I could literally put it in a jar, spread it over some toast, it was that jammy.
Nice!
So, let's start. Start at P1.
Yeah.
And you got fastest lap as well, I think, and then won the race. But obviously, yeah, Grand Slam in the Ferrari car. So you got 2 normal penalties, and then you got 1 10-second time penalty after you lost your front wing. I'll tell you that was just obliterating the Jensen, my friend, chicane. But you still came away with a win after all the carnage that happened behind you. But yeah, if you would just give us some of your words on that.
Yeah. You know, last races. Kieran obviously wanted a show, so I thought, fuck it, I might as well give him one. And turn up for a change. You know, turn it up tonight. And I didn't go full 100%. I was still holding back a lot. But I started turning it up to 11 after that little going through the up and down right-hander, and obviously breaking my front wing. You know, I was quite comfortable at the front at one point, and then I broke my front wing, and then all the time that I would have had, because I was trying to push to get the pit stop advantage over the guys behind me, and pushed a little bit too hard going through there and lost the car and broke my car. But yeah, overall, I'm happy with that. I think the 10-second penalty was a bit bullshit, but we won't discuss that. Yeah, GG to Elias. I believe he's secured P2 in the championship, so
He has indeed.
obviously Brad had a bit of a mare today, and unfortunate for Jota as well. I saw everything that was going on. Like, Elias didn't even have a penalty, and then going around the final corner or the penultimate corner, picked up a penalty which would have stopped Elias getting on the podium. But unfortunately, from what I saw, it looked to me that Southern Ping kind of slowed down the corner, and Jota hit the back of him and put him into a spin. I don't know. Obviously, it's not my call to judge, but from what I saw from the camera angle that I had, it looked a bit suspicious. But overall, it was a good race.
It was a just quickly on those notes about Jota and Southern Ping. It was a bit sketchy at the third to last corner where Jota nudged the rear end of Southern Ping, and he almost got destroyed into that barrier that sticks out. Luckily he didn't. And from what I saw, it just looked like Southern Ping had a shit couple of last corners and just was just in the way, like indirectly in the way of Jota, not being like, didn't look like an intentional block or anything. So I'm gonna just be a cunt and say it's self-inflicted on Jota, but yeah.
I couldn't really tell. Obviously, I didn't have any of my or anything, but you know, he looked. You know, it might because of the angle he was going into the corner. Obviously, he had a bit of a compromised line because Jota was on his outside, and obviously he would have been slower coming out of the corner. But you know, Jota probably had a bit more momentum, obviously because he took the wider line. But you know, at the end of the day, that's not my call. Like the camera angle I had, he did look slow coming out of the corner, and it caught Jota off guard. But if anything, I don't think that's anyone's fault, to be fair. Obviously, it was just they were racing pretty hard, you know, and but yeah, it looked good to watch for the last couple of seconds that I saw. But we'll see. But we'll move on to the man, the myth, the myth, the legend that secured P2. Well done, dude.
Cheers. I'll hand over to Kieran to interview you.
Yeah, well, Elias, you have indeed claimed second place in the championship, so that would mean you get the second choice of car and teammate apart from Ferrari.
He would have had second choice anyway, because even if Brad got second, I've already claimed him.
Yeah, true. Yeah, but yeah, you've come away with a second place right at the end. But yeah, I mean, you've had a pretty decent season. Probably one of the most consistent drivers in the league. But yeah, just give us a few words from yourself about how your race went tonight.
Yeah, it was alright, to be fair. The first couple of I got a good start and kind of stayed away. Yeah, not much. Pitted. I got in front of Southern Ping, undercut him, and then a bit on a look up, and then I don't know, one of the Haas driver, I can't remember what his name, got past him, and then he decided to hit me up the arse and spin me round.
Was it Daleks by any chance?
It was, yes, I think.
Yeah, I thought it was.
Yeah. But he got karma anyway, because we pitted, and then I think one of the other Force Indias spun, and then he went straight into the back of him and pretty much died. So it's fine. He got karma. Yeah, and then I saw obviously Jota and this other ping battling for the last kind of 6 or so laps, and I knew at the time I didn't have a penalty, so all I had to do was just keep in 3 seconds and not get one, and then got one on the last corner, whatever it was, and fortunately for me they spun, and it was right. But yeah, it was a right race. It was decent enough.
Nice.
Yeah, well, congratulations on your second place in the Champions and your second place in the race. But yeah, that is it for season 1. We will be back in February for season 2, where we're not doing Abu Dhabi as pre-season because apparently no one likes this track, so we're scrapping that. And yeah, we will be back fairly soon. I want to say thank you to Bonge for helping me out once tonight. Obviously you were supposed to race, but dumbass cut his thumb with a knife.
I know, right?
But yeah, that is the end. I want to say thank you for everyone that's watched our streams and either watched the video on YouTube, and a big thank you to all the drivers that turn up every week, or nearly every week. And but yeah, congratulations John for winning both titles, obviously, as well as Ranzi with the constructors. We will be obviously back again very soon for season 2, where the first race will be Australia, and I'm pretty sure Pegu will be looking to win his second championship. But until then, guys,
Absolutely.
we'll be back very soon, and goodbye.